Chief Justice John Roberts was on hand at the White House to administer the presidential oath, joined by the President and the First Family.
And will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice. Thank you so much.
I, Joseph R. Biden, Jr., do solemnly swear.
Earlier, Vice President Joe Biden was sworn in at his residence in Washington, surrounded by family and guests. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor administered the oath. The President and Vice President also honored members of the military who've given their lives in service to the nation with a visit to Arlington National Cemetery to lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown. The U.S. Constitution sets January 20th as Inauguration Day, but this year's public ceremony was delayed until Monday, since Sunday is observed as a day of rest. Preparations continue for the public inauguration ceremony, which will be held on the steps of the U.S. Capitol building.
President Barack Obama shirts here, guys.
Visitors from across the country and around the world swarm near the Capitol to take in a bit of history, including Ted Washington from Florida.
I tell myself I won't get caught up in it, but you know, it's a big deal. It really is.
Melissa Keller flew in from Chicago.
It's incredible to see how far our country has come in such short time, and what an incredible way we can celebrate being Americans just through one simple ceremony.
Colin Mapumwa and his son Colin Jr. traveled all the way from South Africa.
Within Africa and the world at large, I think Obama is a figure who is very inspirational, and I wanted him to experience it.
Band members got in some last-minute rehearsals as workers lined up a variety of floats for Monday's inaugural parade. Security will be tight, even though this year's ceremony is expected to draw fewer people than 4 years ago, when an estimated 1.8 million jammed the mall in Washington for the inauguration of the country's first African-American president. After taking the oath Monday, President Obama will deliver his inaugural address, which is expected to lay out the priorities for his second term. Throughout history, presidential inaugurals have symbolized the peaceful transfer of power in the United States, says historian Mark Updegrove, who spoke to VOA via Skype.
Every 4 years, we hold a ceremony that says that we are either renewing the pledge of a president or inaugurating a brand new one. And that's a remarkable thing.
Monday's ceremony coincides with the federal holiday celebrating the birthday of civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and his legacy is being featured as part of this year's inauguration. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.